Okay. Noble Alliance dominates in the west. Excellent news has come in from the Western Front, stating that the Noble Alliance was overwhelmingly victorious in the recent battle and has forced the former Imperial Army to retreat significantly. This marks a landmark achievement in the Alliance's ongoing efforts to put a stop to the rebels. The Army's Press Information Center has issued a statement that half of the former Imperial Army forces in the West have been extinguished, and those that remain are on the run. And thanks to our brave souls in the West, the Empire's return to glory appears to be closer than ever. A ferocious week-long battle. The battle was started by the former Imperial Army, which amassed a force of over 300 heavily armed tanks and plunged the nearby area into chaos. The elite Le Guin and Bardias armies set out to rout them, and at noon on December 6th, the battle finally began. I do not look forward to fighting Aurelia or Bardias. It was clear from the beginning that General Le Guin and Brigadier General Bardias had the advantage, stunning both friend and foe alike with their indomitable strength. Realizing the odds were against them, the rebels tried all manner of cowardly tricks and stalling tactics to prolong the battle, leading to it dragging out for an entire week. What brought their futile resistance to an end was a pincer attack mounted by the two armies. The military press office reports that this was not originally planned, but they were able to work together in near perfect harmony, eventually doing away with those among the rebel forces. Perhaps what stands out most about their latest achievement is how little damage the two armies sustained. It's difficult not to be awed by their sheer skill demonstrated, and personally speaking, I'm eager to hear more about their magnificent exploits in the future. I'm not. Okay, the Azure Knight astounds all. He sure does. Who doesn't love Crow? The Noble Alliance's elite Azure Knight also took part in the battle. Reports note its appearance in particularly difficult battles, as it deftly turned them around in the Alliance's favor. All details regarding it remain classified, but eyewitnesses suggest that its capabilities are so out of this world that it brought to mind the Great Knights of Erebonian legend. With General Le Guin, Brigadier General Bardias, and the Azure Knight fighting on the same side, it's plain to see the Noble Alliance's overwhelming victory as anything other than an inevitability. The end is in sight. With the battle over and 3 more cities subjugated as a result, the moment we citizens of Erebonia have been waiting for is soon approaching. The Noble Alliance's ever-decisive victory is near. Reports suggest that the battle initially began near the coast of the Lemaire province, but as a result of the rebels retreating, it primarily took place farther inland. While the number of refugees unfortunately kept growing over the course of battle, the height of danger never reached any densely populated areas, and as such, civilian casualties are currently thought to be minor. There are 10 pages of this, my god. Society, conflict near the Twin Dragons Bridge. The lengthy conflict between the Kreutzen Provincial Army and the 4th Armored Division seems to be showing no signs of letting up. The 4th Armored Division was known as the strongest division of the former Imperial Army, but due to their continued resistance and refusal to stand down, the Provincial Army has had no choice but to label them as a rebel army, raising tensions to a new high in the area. The 3rd Armored Division is also refusing to end its unlawful occupation of Zender Gate. How dare you stay in the building that was your building? How dare? Zender Gate to the north, and has yet to respond to repeated requests to disarm. Between those two divisions, it's likely that a state of confusion will remain in eastern Erebonia for some time to come. Politics. Imperial government negotiating with Crossbell. Good luck. There have recently been reports that say the Imperial government has reopened negotiations with Crossbell. One government source suggested Crossbell's actions were cowardly and unforgivable, but that does not preclude us from negotiating with them. The demands in these negotiations are likely to include withdrawing the state's independence declaration, dismantling the Crossbell Defense Force, and unfreezing Erebonian assets held by the International Bank of Crossbell. So you're delusional. You want them to give up everything instead of you coming to an actual kind of negotiation. Nobles, am I right? However, Crossbell's crimes are still fresh in the minds of Erebonian citizens, and I think I speak for everyone in praying that the government will lead the negotiations with a firm hand. Incident. Courageous's whereabouts still unknown. The Imperial family's cruiser, the Courageous, remains unseen since the outbreak of the war. Reports have suggested the airship is currently being used by a private group for an undisclosed purpose, but the Imperial family has been keen to remind the public that its current duties are in no way official, which may suggest that those aboard are guilty of no less than treason against the state. The Noble Alliance is urging any citizens with information on the ship's whereabouts to come forward. I'm free. No way. It's actually talking about the coast. And this? We're not exactly able to check on the situation firsthand, so we can't say for sure, but it says that while the battle started near the coast, most of it took place further inland. That's kept civilian casualties to a minimum. If we assume that this is honest reporting, which it probably isn't, I'd say it's unlikely that your home or your family were harmed. Wouldn't you agree? Sounds like the area dodged a bullet. Going simply off of the evidence we've collected, I think it's likely that your family's safe. Oh man, thank goodness. I can't thank you guys enough for bringing this to me. I've been worried sick about everyone for so long that this is a massive weight off my shoulders. I can see the relief in your face. But at least now I don't feel quite as much of a need to get over to the west to check up on everyone. So, you got me. I'll join you guys on the Courageous and help out however I can. Welcome aboard. Let's fight for our families together. You bet. They find a way to force us to read what we will otherwise completely ignore. I think this is the second time they've basically made it, well, not made us, I could have just not read it, made us read the Imperial Chronicle. In the beginning of the game, when Machias used one to give us the chess clue, and then now this. Casper was welcomed aboard the Courageous. Okay. My throat is not happy. Hi. I brought some food for the students here to eat while they train, but Fritz is the only one here. What should I do? I mean, I probably shouldn't get in the way of his training, should I? Of course not. He's busy concentrating. I don't think I'm ready to be alone with him just yet. Not that that means anything, though. Oh my god. Character growth. She likes someone other than Lara now. Who are you? Who are you? 3 hours and 22 minutes, and we only get 2 students. Listen, at least I got 2 students. If you're looking for Gavelli and Ares, they're out patrolling at the moment. We've been getting some large, peculiar monsters on the highway lately, so we need to be more alert than ever. In the meantime, I'm training. If we intend on protecting Legram in Master Arsade's absence, we need to be strong. Our mission is to keep this town safe, so we're just trying to keep monsters away instead of trying to defeat them all. Many of the monsters on the highway are new to us, so it's hard to say for certain whether we could even slay them. All the more reason to keep training, so that should the time come, we'll all be ready to do so. Anything else? No. What about that one student that had the really insulting definition? Or analysis notes? What did I even come to Legram for? Okay, I got Casper and Vivi. I need Monica and Mint. Monica was at the Gorelia place. Mint was at Nord. Okay. Patiri's in trouble. I'll tell you at the inn in Legram. Okay. That was the quest that was here. Hi. The whole town is so much happier knowing that Lord Arsaid is safe and well. It really makes me want to knuckle down and get some serious work done. The harder we all work, the less he has to worry about Legram while he's away. Oh, that's all you have to say? Time to really put my back into it. Back to business we go, exactly. There's a side quest in here? No, this is the inn. This is my quest. Hey. Patiri! Your cargo, right? Machias's, friend? Oh! Oh! Them. Got it. I knew I recognized that name. Okay. I know you put in a request for help, but what are you doing all the way out here in Legram? Did something happen? What do you think happened? A bunch of noble soldiers came busting into the Ost district. Ost? Whatever. And that got us real salty. So we gave him some of the old babang kapow. But then they got mad at us and turned the tables. They wouldn't give up either. But then Patiri, dang it. If I parse that correctly, it sounds like he really needs our help with something. And I guess Patiri's in trouble? That's about all I got, too. We should try to get him to calm down a little so he can explain things before it's too late. Maybe bringing Machias with us would help. Oh my god. Let's go back to the Courageous and get him. Oh, they cutscened me? Thank God. Those darn soldiers getting all big for their boots. Thinking they're so tough. They deserved the kapow we gave them. I didn't think they'd be so stubborn, though. Or that Patiri would... Dang it. Well, he's still crying. I guess we won't be able to get anything out of him while he's like that. Allow me to translate. The patrolling soldiers' arrogance irritated him and Patiri greatly. In response, they tried setting traps for them using boxes and drum cans in an effort to drive them away. Naturally, this does not go according to plan, as anyone with half a brain would expect. Machias, what the heck are you doing here? I don't need a dork like you to help me sort this out. I can do it just fine on my own. Of course. I can tell from the tears streaming down your face that you're off to a flying start. Machias, I have no idea how you turned what he just said into what you just said, but I'm impressed. Unfortunately for me, I've had to put up with the two of them for a long time now. You pick some things up after a while. Fairly sure I know how the rest of the story goes, too. When the traps failed to have their intended effect, the soldiers gave chase. As they ran, Cargo and Patiri lost sight of one another, which led to the current quandary. Yeah, that's right. We were running from them. But then Patiri told me to go on ahead. We were supposed to meet up here, but she still hasn't shown. Patiri! Well, at least we finally got to the bottom of what happened. Could this mean that soldiers did capture her after all? Wouldn't be a surprise with how heavily guarded the capital is. Now I'm starting to worry about her. Hope she's all right. I'd save your concern. Those two always defy expectations. Don't take a word they say at face value. What's that supposed to mean? What is that supposed to be? Cargo, we should make a few things clear. You two definitely specified Legram as the town to meet up in, correct? That's what I said, didn't I? I mean, we were kind of panicking at the time with the soldiers chasing us and all. But Patiri took out a map and pointed right at the part where Legram is. She said we were meeting at a tiny little place in the boonies where no soldiers would ever even care to find us. Maybe you shouldn't talk about the town like that right in front of all of its residents? way to show your appreciation. Well, he isn't wrong, technically. And speaking as a resident, I don't find such an apt description offensive. Still, if they had a map, I can't imagine we're dealing with any sort of misunderstanding. Neither can I. They're both Erebonians, so it's not likely that they'd end up in different towns. One more question, Cargo. Were you both on the same side of the map when you were doing this? Or were you on opposite sides, facing one another? Huh? Yeah, we were facing each other. So what? Have you worked something out, Machias? Is she in Nord? I think so. When they agreed on their destination, one of them was looking at the map upside down. I doubt she ever even mentioned Legram. She probably just pointed to part of the map and said, here. They probably didn't even realize how much of a misunderstanding it would cause. Does sound plausible. Still, if that's the case, then Batiri's gone off to an entirely different town. We should look for a town that fits her description and is on the opposite side of the capital from Legram. Good thing we have the Courageous. Okay, we're off to find Batiri. Any objections, Cargo? Did you work something out? What are you wasting time for, then? If you find her, let me know right away. You better promise. We will. Just stay away from me. You're getting snot everywhere. Ew. Wow. Wow. There's so many people I need to talk to here. Where did your daughter go? I can't believe we're already halfway through December. Ordinarily, I'd be sipping champagne and rubbing elbows at a lavish party right about now, yet here I am. Why can't I wake up from the endless nightmare? Ma'am, can I help you? Some people. There's no way this can be real. It must be a nightmare. Just has to be. That's all you have to say, but where's your daughter? That darn Duke Cayenne. I dismissed him as little more than a pompous idiot with a hideous sense of fashion. But he was playing us for fools the whole time. Now he has those soldats and that battleship and ugh. Chancellor Osborne were still alive. Things would be playing out differently right now. Very differently indeed. I'm starting to lose hope that we'll ever make it back to Heimdall. Oh, if only Chancellor Osborne were still with us. Well, he might be. His body is MIA, so you've still got that chance. I can only take so much of my parents at any given time, so I thought I'd come up here and read a book or something. Which seemed like a great idea until I realized this is the only book I own, and I've read it like 20 times. Maybe I'll go for a walk or something. We did come to Legram to sightsee after all, when we first came here forever ago. Got nothing better to do, so I might as well head out for a walk. Sure beats sitting around in here, and it really beats sitting with Mom and Dad. I thought with how she opened that conversation that she was going to give us a book. That she would be like, oh, I've read this 20 times, here you go then. But I guess not. Lord Arsaid took off on a liner for the Sutherland province just as soon as he arrived. He's supposedly westward bound from there. If he were anyone else, I'd be worried about a strategy like that, but not Lord Arsaid. He's going to be perfectly fine. And by the time he returns, he's bound to have a myriad of other achievements to his name. I've no doubt about that. I would say I hope Lord Arsaid will go and do us proud, but I know he will. Yeah, he's got his captain hat. He'll be just fine. They specifically said that we could run into the second years on highways, so I think I want to check this highway before we leave town. And we have so many people to talk to, but we like just talked to so many people on the Courageous. I don't have the energy to talk to more people right now. Fishing was this way, right? Yeah. But I do have the energy to fish. Can we take Annabelle on the boat?
Oh, I could probably fish here.
The Courageous. Definitely not a boat. Oh. Oh no, this was a one-time thing. Dang. Whatever. Let's go to Ebel Highway then. My box. Nothing. Alright, there are no people dots. Let's go to Ebel Highway 3, just to be sure. Dang it.
Enemy sighted. Let's take him out.
My turn. Here I go.
I didn't mean to run into them.
Here I go. Sit.
Okay.
My turn.
I feel like Reen's strength still needs to be higher.
You still have a lot of training to do.
I need more quartz. We might be able to trade for better quartz back at Ymir now. Am I going the right way? No. No, I'm not. Okay, down here first. And then this way. Probably. You can also bike. You're right.
Let's get going.
Because I'm so good at driving in this game.
If we're going to take that monster on, we'll need to be very careful.
No, we don't. Do. Is there a person on this map? No. Will they let me go to the South Kreutzen Highway? Or will they tell me I can't?
If we're going to take that monster on, we'll need to be very careful.
Stop doubting me, Gaius. Jeez.
Please, take care around that one.
We would have been fine. They did let me come here, dang. Can I legitimately go to Bereahard? We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. Ah, dang it. This way leads to Bereahard. I think we'd better not get any closer. Darn. Okay. Well, take me to the Courageous then. Return to the Courageous. Alright. Take me...
Where do you want to go?
I want to go to... Take me to Corellia Fortress Ruins. I'm very curious why I can go here. I feel like they wouldn't give it to me as an option if there wasn't, like, anything there that mattered. There are chests. Can I ride the bike here?
Let's get going.
Onwards. Wait. No! Okay, get off the bike. Get off the bike. Leaving it there. Hold on. A blue chest. Who is this for? Fee and Sarah. Oh. If you want a little beer, get a pint glass. If you want more, a tankard. But if you want to really get smashed, pour it into a Valis. Okay. Wow. It went there. Okay. Well, we'll end here for now. And then when we come back next time, we'll start with this chest. Because we can just go to the Courageous, get there, and then immediately come back. That won't be a problem. Okay. That is going to be it for the day, though. We made a lot of progress today. Only got 2 students, but, you know, is what it is. At least we got them. I have no idea if or what I'll be streaming tomorrow. I'll find that out tomorrow. Thank you guys for coming, and have a good night. Bye!